Just welcome back, it's Acnoctis, and this is gonna be my take two of my episode because apparently the episode I was trying to record before didn't have any audio, nor did it have any of my audio or the game audio. So I'll kind of go through what we done. Wait, what? Oh crap! I used the blue. Okay, so first off, we got a little guy named Jeremy. We used him to get a lot of emeralds from cobblestone, which gave us enough EMC to make these guys for our backpack, which allows our stacks to go up to 32,000, as you can see there. Anyway, another thing we kind of did is I'm kind of going through the end of it now, but we did a huge mining expedition because my main major goal for the thing is to get the first set of the power flower, which can be used to make this, and it can generate up to 102 EMC per second, and so forth. For that, it's just different mining adventures that I'm doing. Or also another thing I did was I made this watch of flowing time, which I put into the EMC table, and what it did was, because it's not useful. We just take this and say a stack of, we can use actual ore. So yeah, we take a stack of that, and we set this to fast forward, and even in my inventory, it is, as you can see here, if we just rewind, here, you're off. I don't know if it really matters for this. It might not matter for this one. But we're gonna need more frames. But the major thing that I'm gonna be doing now, don't really have a chest, don't. Oh yeah, it's making this backpack. I made a couple of items. Nothing anything major. I just made different backpacks, which was made like this. If you go look at the normal, if you look at the normal backpack, then the iron one's just surrounded by iron, gold. I haven't made the netherite one yet, obviously, because I haven't got netherite. But yeah, you're just gonna throw the titanium. I got some angel. For what I used this bad boy, which when you fill with gunpowder will break a huge. Okay, here, let me fly to where that is real quick. So I went back to where our mine is. If you guys can't see, I have a death there because I died to a curse, or not a curse user in the from the Jujutsu Kaisen mod. Right here, we'll fly here, and then where's the hole? There's the hole. And what I did with this was, is just people can see. This is just an item. Over here, found some gunpowder. Luckily, what it should have done was, I guess I didn't have enough gunpowder, but yeah, it just does a large area, which you then will spit the items on the ground, which then that's why I had the pickup upgrade and stack upgrade, so that it would just go back into my backpack, so that everything would just go into my bag. And that pretty much sums up everything I think I missed and messed up on the recording. So what today we're gonna do is we're gonna make two things. One, we're gonna make an EMC tablet, which people are probably wondering, but then you make that? No, this is EMC table, which is the non-portable version. The tablet we're about to make, this bad boy, which is going to take up pretty much all of our EMC, is a portable version that we can carry on the go, which kind of gets rid of the need for like a backpack for carrying stone and all that. or like allows me to take out all the stone and add it to my EMC table right away. But yeah, I'm gonna probably make it, but then also not use it for now. Because currently, as people can probably see, that's this stuff does not have EMC. So we're going to take this all out. So I think actually, oh wait, one of these things had EMC. I think photo. Flashlight. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna take out all this because I think we're close-ish. We get these out, add them. Yeah, we're at 5.5 million. It's actually what I'm gonna do. So here, so that people can actually see what happens. Well, it's not gonna stack. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make a void upgrade. That's everlasting. Interesting. Ooh, that's gonna be the issue, I think. Yep. Alright, never mind then. Can't make a void upgrade at the moment, so we do not have ender pearls. But there's gotta be a little modify. Wanna make it, right? Ender pearl essence. Oh. Never mind. We can make ender pearls using Project D. Give me a second, gotta kill. Here you go. I am philosopher's stone. Yeah, the void upgrade is people are gonna want to see. Just throw it underground thing. Pearl. Ace. Obsidian. And redstone. What else I need for this? Gold. And diamond. Now what we do is take this, like that, we make that. I just did that. Okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna show the recipe for each of these. That, as you can tell, is expensive because it takes 8 blocks of diamonds itself. Same thing for that, but gold, and as you probably expect, same for iron. Alright. I don't like the explosive. Oh, shit, there's. I'm doing that, but. So here, what we're gonna do is, with the void upgrade, it's gonna pick it up, but immediately void these items. This bad boy, as I couldn't really show, or I tried showing earlier, will now be shut off in full force with the amount of clicking that I'm gonna end up doing with it, which it's a lot easier than watching me like do vein mine, like the previous video I had with the vein miner, and just vein mining the areas I wanted, the ores I want. There we go. Oh, that dropped some. Anyway, I don't know about that, but yeah, we're gonna see. It dropped cobblestone, as you can probably tell. Or like, see, picks up cobblestone, but there's no cobblestone in this. I am going to use my pick though for certain ores if I don't just mine it. Just to make it a little easier. Oh. Usually what I do is I just kind of just do this, and after a good like couple minutes of doing something, Usually, what I usually do is I go through the full inventory of gunpowder. So yeah, once we go through the full inventory of gunpowder, we'll go back home. Which is another thing I did. Previously, I didn't have my home/home set, but I do now. So once I get fortune, I'll start caring more about like the ores I mine with everything. But since I really don't have fortune at the moment, it's not that big of a worry. I probably should have kept the stack upgrades. I think once the bag is full, no, it will. Yeah, as you can kind of see, the granite, nope. See, it's got a bit more left. And we've got about half the gunpowder left. All right. More diamonds. Oh, as you can see, our backpack's full now. Which means, or at least full of some items. Which means now you gotta actually get back and diamonds there. Cute. I think the amount of diamonds we got and other ores we've got should be enough to finally make. Maybe to just, we don't want to be able to just see. Oh. There we go. We'll just line this up. Then we'll go /home. And just throw all of this in the EMC table. Throw that there. And then, of course, what I do best is I just kind of set that there. Not do best, but I just set that there. And if that got us 5.5 million, throw that in there. Might be short. No. I got more engineering. Apparently that's used for like some supernatural mod I added, but I don't really know what the mod does, except for adds some. I thought it was a different mod, but it only adds like this much of items, so we'll try it and we'll like go through it because I'm a nerd and I do like that show, but I'm not looking too much into it. I'm gonna grab an obsidian furnace again. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Oh, I don't know. There. Is that what I add? I need speed upgrades. Hold up. Let's have the augments each. I don't know why I did the non-EMC ones first, but since I'm doing it, let's finish these. We'll do platinum first. All this titanium can be used for, as I showed, can be used to make a lightsaber. Plastoid, which plastoid can be used to make clone trooper gear, or yeah, pretty much, I think just pretty much stone trooper gear, which I think stone trooper gear kind of sucks. I'll throw it on a tin. Oh, no, on a tin thing. Supposed to hold tin. These get smelted. No, these are just steel. Verglass and moonstone. Like I actually never didn't pick up, but this is from the Mariam Souls like mod. So what it will do is when I get a Lord Soul, usually when I will use it to make these cool looking weapons that have unique effects, or I can use it for like the basic tools, but the basic tools aren't good. So yes, with things with the Lord Soul. And then could make things like Leviathan Axe, Mjolnir, another Leviathan Axe in a different way, Frostmourne from World of War? No. From the game I'm not entirely familiar with. Hopefully, after, so it's 5.7 million, 6.4. We're going to cut it really close. I might have to go into another mining expedition. But I'm just going to throw the Jillian in there. I don't think Uranite smelts into anything, but we'll just melt it down just to be safe. There we go. We might need to go on another little mining expedition. I feel like we're going to be just a bit short. Unless it's uranium. Oh, wait, actually, uranium. Uranium might just be it. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna get us there exactly, but that and the amount of. We got 6 million, so now we just need. We might just be able to barely make this. It's gonna be really close. Okay, so we're at 600K or 600 million, plus these ores, plus the 2 other furnaces. So yeah, if we get rid of 6.42, 4.337. We're oh wait, we have still more ores. Why was I worried? We have copper. Doesn't do more. Doesn't do much for it. I don't know if in my inventory does anything, but we can make it. Yeah, actually, we can make it now. Yeah. And 2. Yeah. Again, I don't know what the issue is, but for some reason I can't click like it. Actually, use make a block of it. For some reason, when I click and I have to click and drag for that, and then here. Okay, with the watch of flowing, not the watch, okay, dark matter pedestal. We throw that. The watches. It took what was maybe a couple seconds into nearly instantaneous. And that's just what it does for the furnace. But when we're not gonna have enough to show it right now, but when it's gonna have enough for okay, I guess I cannot break that, so I'm gonna have to make a dark matter pick. Which to make a dark matter pick. I remember this recipe from old YouTubers and stuff I watched. Or I should. I'm about to make a real fool of myself. I'm like, nope, okay, good. But yeah, what you do is you just, there we go. That itself is 434. So it's 5.92 million. Put that in, 6.49. So now we have it. While we have the EMC, we can make this, I guess. So stone, that seems like stone. And yeah, stone and dark matter blocks. 1, 2, 4. What I'm gonna do real quick is obsidian. I want to make transmutation table because as you just saw, it's got EMC, so I can do this. Is it not just no more stone, or? Oh, I don't have some more stone. There you go. Look at that. As you can see, throw that in there, that there. If I had enough, which I don't, but if I had enough to keep that, I would. Okay, so now we have to do this, which takes basic controllers, which takes Eternius fuel. Turn that to that. Okay. We need one of these. We need a furnace. Glass furnace. Okay. And we take glowstone and glass, actually. So perfect. That'll make one. Throw that into the AMC table. And with these basic collector mark 1s, what we do is we make 9 of them, because that's the thing you need. And we pull, I think it's 2 of them out. Yep. The basic relay, which is obsidian, glass, and Acnoctis. Should keep the glass out then. Obsidian. Now we make this relay. Relay. We need 6. Okay. Now the expensive part. I can see why it's expensive now. It takes 2 transmutation tablets. 2 tablets, which is nearly all the EMC. Then the energy collector, which takes an alchemical chest, which that takes these dusts, which diamond and coal. Okay. Iron and redstone. Iron. Redstone. Go. And coal. Is it supposed to be charcoal or is it? It's charcoal. There. Okay. And cobble. Go. And now this just takes 2 iron, diamond, and stone. Stone. More stone? Is it 2? That's 2. A diamond. And then iron. I forgot 2 things. One, another iron, chest. Okay. Alchemical chest, which this is just like a big chest, nothing fancy. But we'll throw it into the EMC table because I don't know if we'll need it again. Now this guy, diamond. And then obsidian. Like this. The energy condenser, which would do things like if it took things with EMC, like say if I threw that, which had a stack of 64, it made 64 covalent dust. Or if you took, say, high covalence dust, you throw a stack in, you can see it only takes a stack. See? This is how they used to make old power flowers with those. I don't think we need this anymore. I need some of the dust still. Oh, it's dust. A high medium man though. Those two. And we put that. We throw that in. Just to get the EMC for it. And then we take this bad boy. Here, the basic power flower. We place it down. And as you can see in the corner there, it makes 3 EMC. So I could work on literally anything else now. Instead of having to actually do some sort of like mining. I still probably will do mining, because as you can see, this doesn't really produce much. So here, what we're gonna do is we'll go do. We do not have gunpowder. Okay. I almost forgot our backpack. I'm going to actually void or cancel the void upgrade, because at the moment, even cobblestone, a decent amount of cobblestone stuff would just be good for the EMC. So yeah, we're gonna go down there and quickly do some mining just to get some more EMC back up. Because the thing I want to do next is make this, or do things with this. So I can make a unlimited lava source, an unlimited lava tank, which, as you can probably see, needs things that take a decent amount of EMC. And we do not have, as we only have right there showing about 5,000. And that doesn't even make the ender tank. All this here is just the higher level tanks, which I don't plan to make on this episode, because as probably shown, like I've kind of brought up, in terms of EMC, which is the money, we're broke. This guy might be able to help. See, previous guy was able to do gold, or like we saw, cobble for emeralds, but he doesn't seem to be that good. There's that, which I can't use those. Yes, I use auto. Oh, that's. Oh, accidentally killed him. My bad. Okay. No, I want to go down different area. Oh, there's got to be something we can do. Chance, no. Yeah. Only way to make this thing work fully is flame it. There you go. So now it's going to even, as you can see, it works even while we're gone. Which is truly good, because, well, as this is a mod pack where I'll be doing a lot of exploring and other things, having to stay cemented in a base is fine sometimes, but most of the time it's not going to be good. I don't like that back jump. It does. Or that Arielites. I'm gonna add that. Anything that has no EMC right now, or that I know doesn't have EMC, I'm gonna get rid of, because this is just a like EMC mission to take. So for that. that. There we go. Diamonds. Alright, button. Perfect. This has EMC. Seems we've gotten everything in this part. So now we go just do this as much as I can. Oh, so we've got our bag full. Actually, another thing I do want to add is I want to add this raw titanium because we have way too much of it. And genuinely, I don't see it being useful in any mod, especially since it's only compatible, I think, with the Star Wars mod. But this is gonna be good though. That's a good chunk of, I think it was nickel, but I might have been osmium. That's tin. Osmium. Yeah, it might have been this osmium chunk. But I also did put things in my skill tree because I thought I was, actually recording. Seems I didn't. For the melee bar, though, I'm going purely just resistance, more health, and damage. I'm going to try to skip as many of the jump ones as I can because they just kind of ruin your game. Yeah, there we go. Diamonds, that's good. I shot that the 0.1 fortune or whatever procced, which it doesn't proc when you mine with the destruction catalyst, but it will mine when you mine with just the pick. So you can see. There we go. Oh, Jade's expensive. Oh, anthrite. Uranium. Iron. I'm also going to grab copper because it doesn't hurt. As soon as we can, though, I do want to make the second one of them. I do want to pull a second one of the EMC power machines, power flowers out because then that's making double. But currently, yeah, it's not making the most. I think that's just the tick speed is just no, tick speed should be fine. So almost missed diamonds. That could have been bad. Another thing I like is that I was thinking that I just brought up and thought of was if I had a EMC tablet with me. If I had a tablet with me for EMC, I could still be down here mining instead of having just to mine with my pick. I could be down mining with. I could just keep mining with gunpowder. Okay. I think that's good for now. Go slash home. Now what we'll do is throw all. That should have been. No, I'm not using gunpowder. Now we set the bag down. And all this. Let's throw it in. Go. I think there's a better way. It might be just a mining dimension. Like, there's not? I thought there was. Might be confusing this with a different, like, mod. That I'm thinking of. So, I don't know. Or I might have just finally, like, lost online, you know? Could be both. Could very well be both. Just throw all of this. Yep. There we go. Make a decent amount. Platinum in there. Big ticket item's going to be all this uranium. Self-return. Right. I thought it's decent. Actually, we get these zinc down, around, nickel down. So we'll save the uranium for the end, just so we can get a nice total everything. Platinum, as you can see, platinum's pretty good. But yeah, I think uranium is sitting right. That's platinum. Might. Why don't you do uranium next? Just, I don't know. It's just because I'm kidding. Oh, it is. I think lead should have been the same price as platinum and uranium because it's a bit more expensive or like rarer. But I'm not. The one I did. No, I don't think lead's one I did. Lead might have been the one I did. Both of those, we're back up to a nice around million EMC as it shows, which allows us to bring in 2 more furnaces, coal, 2 blocks of coal. So now this, was like I was doing. Allows for increase the production of my ores. And I'll just throw that in there. This bad boy, what's the next power flow? It's 10.5 million. If I somehow can get 4 million, then I might turn it in to make this one, because it, as you can see there, it's an increase. It goes from 102, which it's decent for free MC, to up to 612, which is just a way better last one there. As you can see there, that makes 47.95 trillion every 13 power plus relays place. Interesting. I don't like that idea. That thing scares me because it's expensive, but also says I must have the EMC for it. I don't know what that really means. It's also 24.73 million. This might be able to make. No, we're only at 1.1 million. There's maybe a better way to get. There is, like using essence and stuff. But that's a mod pack I'm hesitant in loading in or starting. Because even though I've started kind of, is the mystical agriculture mod. Because oh hey, wait, he's back. He's this is gonna be really good for our AMC. And once we're done smelting, I'll show you what I don't. If you guys took that quick glance and saw what's happened, our little goblin trader has reset his trades, meaning he now is willing to trade more cobblestone for emeralds. It's a bit of cheating the system, but for things like this, I'm okay with doing that. Usually I don't try to find the cheats, but with the EMC, I'm trying to just make it so that you guys don't have to watch me mine for 7 hours or do elaborate different things to just get EMC so that we can actually enjoy the mod pack. I'm okay with. There we go. Now we go. I'm just. This part though is going to be annoying, so. So we just go to little Jeremy. And there, see, that takes 64 EMC and turns it into 32,000 EMC. It really is a just simple, easy cheat. I want to call it. He doesn't sell too much of it. I also realized I spelled Jeremy wrong. Got the E at the end, so he's just Jeremy, not Jeremy. Who would have guessed I would have done something like that? Yeah. There we got 720,000 at least. I think he gives up at least 2 stacks if I remember. That one also could be. No, it's not a decent trade. None of these really are a good trade besides this one here. Thank you. Maybe the push. No, yeah. I don't know how. Must have gotten lucky or something on the. See, there you go. Must have gotten lucky by like that's what his trades are like somehow had. I don't know, but Jeremy, good. Actually, quite glad he reset because this was another way how I got my EMC and for the first power flower, and I wanted to show off how I did it, so then it didn't just seem like I somehow jumped from having near only like 1.1 million to nearly 5 million, or well, it was 4.3 I think million EMC. So glad that he restocks. I think he restocks every like hour or two. Might be a little bit more or less. Depends on how long I've been recording this. The previous recording was around 40 minutes. This one, I don't know where we're at in this. But yeah, there we go. Or actually, if we actually might be able to make the tier 2. Well, it'll be actually. Oh, he's all out of that. Okay. Throw that in there, throw that in there. We're at 3.73. 10.17. We can make it. Perfect. So this takes the Mark 2s. Mark 2s take the Mark 1s. And you combine it with dark matter. Just from that. And then take these and compress it. And 2 of those. I guess you take all of these with dark matter. So take that with dark matter. And nope, that's not with dark matter. Okay. There we go. Oh, it takes 2 dark matter and dust. Okay. So one of these, 2 of these, and dust. What am I missing? Because this doesn't seem like it's taking 10.5 million, if that's... I'm not gonna question it, because this gives us EMC left over. That's what it is. So I have. That's what it was. So I had the Mark 1s, not the Mark 2s. Yeah. There we go. We'll take this. And we did crack our first 10 million EMC, which is epic. And then we do that. And then as you guys can see, it's making it a lot faster. But yeah, that will be all for today's video. It's a little different than what I originally had planned, but after we found out how easy it was to get those EMCs, I will talk to you all later.